But as is right now, the league's number one priority is getting the television product good enough to pitch to streaming services to almost double their revenue. And when you look at a quarter of the league's teams struggling on the local RSN business, just Bally's and Diamond Sports filing for bankruptcy, the money's not even guaranteed on a local level for those teams. So the national revenue this time around, that contract is very important to a lot of the smaller markets.
The bundle between the streaming bundle that was announced, I think, recently. Just what was your initial reaction to that? How does it affect the ongoing negotiations that you have?
My initial reaction to it was, I think it's positive to the extent that consumers have more choices, and more choices in the way in which they can receive sports and in which they can receive NBA basketball. Other than that, I don't have a lot more to say because I'm just learning about it.
That was a great poker answer. Adam Silver put on a great poker face. But right now, the league is in an exclusive negotiating window with Turner Sports and ESPN. And within that window, whether they're going to just start the negotiation or they already have started having pre-talks, a lot of movement happened in that small time span. And you got to look at the timing of these announcements. First of all, Amazon, in a way, tried to backdoor the NBA. Instead of doing a deal directly through them, they went to their TV partner, which is Diamond Sports, who runs about 15 local team sports rights within the league. Amazon tried to go into the bankruptcy court and try to bail them out, and even propose as far as to getting rid of the Bally's logo and streaming their product directly on Prime Video. So Amazon right there doesn't really have to necessarily speak to the NBA. They could just speak to the bankruptcy court and present the best options to get the bankruptcy court paid and all the creditors. But the league has one ace in their pocket with that scenario, is that they renegotiated owning all those television rights for those local teams at the end of the year. So they could actually bounce off that deal after 2024. The second monkey wrench that happened during this negotiation window is ESPN, Turner Sports, and Discovery announcing a collaboration app where everything from Big Ten sports, NHL, NBA, and some of the NFL games are all going to get streamed in this one collaboration app. And in a way, Adam Silver and the league has to look at this with a keen eye, because a lot of their leverage going into the negotiation table is these different entities trying to outbid each other to get the league. But what happens when they start collaborating? So things are getting quite interesting heading into these negotiations. And Silver has said multiple times, the television rights is the most important thing the league has on its list to get done. So he put on a good poker face right there, talking about it's good for the fans. It's definitely a great option for the fans, but it's leverage slowly being taken away from the NBA. You see, the NFL doesn't have to worry about that collaboration because they're number one on multiple streaming apps and multiple channels. CBS, NBC, Fox, they're the number one program. They have all the leverage in the world. But for all the smaller leagues, the NHL, the MLS, the NBA, anything that doesn't fall under that NFL logo, their leverage is slowly being taken away through all these collaborations.